Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5.
A small North Dakota town is grieving today after a missing toddler was found dead in a creek. The Barnes County Sheriff's Office says the child disappeared in Catherine around 6 last night, and she was found about an hour later. Valley News Team's crime and safety reporter Bailey Hurley talked with people who helped search for the child.
As part of the Catherine Fire Department, Paul Fisher was one of the first to get the call last night about a missing toddler.
Where could she have gone?
Fisher says within a matter of minutes, most of the small town were in four-wheelers, cars, and on foot, helping search for the young girl.
Everybody was out.
Many neighbors tell me they didn't even want to consider that the child may have fallen in the creek. But unfortunately, about an hour after the first call came in, search crews came upon the child in the water on the other side of town.
Me and the missus both were, my wife, Marley, we were both out here, and she couldn't take it. No.
This isn't supposed to happen ever.
No, it ain't supposed to. No, accidents happen, but, it can happen at such a fast time you don't know.
Fisher, along with many others in town, say it's a somber day, saying their hearts are heavy for the young girl and her family, but add they're proud to live in a place that will always come together when needed.
It was amazing how fast people showed up and came out of the houses and stuff and started looking right away. It was really, it was a miracle too that people just do that for us.
In Catherine, Bailey Hurley, Valley News Live.
The Barnes County Sheriff's Office is investigating the death, but neighbors tell us the incident appears to be an accident after the child wandered away from her home. Deputies and community members got help in the search from the Highway Patrol, Valley City Police, and a local dive rescue team. Police are asking for help finding a missing boy from Grand Forks. Sheldon Ness was last seen at his home Sunday night around 11. Contact Grand Forks Police or your local law enforcement if you have any information on Sheldon Ness.
There's nothing that puts more people together in closer spaces for more hours of a day than our K-12 school system.
And that's something Governor Doug Burgum says he isn't willing to risk at this point in the pandemic. In his daily news conference today, the governor announced that distance learning will continue in North Dakota through the rest of the school year. Burgum says the state should be proud of closing schools quickly once officials learned of the first case of COVID-19 because schools would have been hotspots for the virus. Businesses across North Dakota are starting to open up after being closed for several weeks by Governor Burgum's executive order. Burgum is asking people to do their part for what he calls the smart restart as the coronavirus threat continues by being respectful of the constraints shops are operating under. We asked you on Facebook whether you plan on going out to a bar or a restaurant today or if you plan to stay home. Out of more than 10,000 votes, just over 8,000 of you said no way. About 2,300 people said that, yes, they are absolutely headed out to the reopened businesses. Burgum is also directing state agencies to identify substantial spending cuts to help deal with a battered state economy as officials try to slow the spread of the coronavirus. Governor Burgum says agencies must pare spending 5% to 15% when they prepare their plans for the next two-year budget. They're calling it a new normal, but new normal, same mall. West Acres is reopening next Friday. Doors will open May 8th with new protocols in place for the safety of visitors and employees. Mall officials say to start, you can expect limited mall hours from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m., altered food court operations, the closure of high-touch amenities, no furniture in common areas, and a new policy for minors. Visitors age 16 and under must be accompanied by a legal guardian. Stores also will have their own operational changes, including plans to reopen as they see fit. The folks at West Acres are also asking visitors to protect themselves and others by wearing a mask, taking part in physical distancing and good hygiene standards, making visits efficient, and staying home if you're feeling unwell or may have known exposure to COVID-19. You can read more on the West Acres Facebook page. Here are the latest numbers from North Dakota and Minnesota health departments. The COVID-19 death toll in North Dakota is up by 4 today, bringing the total to 23. Also today, 40 new cases of the coronavirus were confirmed. Positive cases now number 1,107. In Minnesota, there are 28 new COVID-19 cases, rather deaths, bringing the total to 371 deaths. Plus, there are 594 new cases added to the total of 5,730. For details on the COVID-19 numbers, you can check out our VNL News app. The clouds didn't stop us from enjoying this first day of May, but the rain moved in on some of us. Let's check out the weekend with Hutch in our first alert forecast. Hey, Hutch.
Andrea, I hope your Friday is going great. Most of us here in the Southern Valley enjoying quiet conditions and wonderful conditions in the 70s. Notice this green swath through here. Some showers have cut right through the middle of spring, and it warms back up as we go north and east of that. Here is a look at that radar. We are seeing a few more sprinkles passing through northeasternmost North Dakota, including Walsh County up there near Pembina, and some in northwest Minnesota, particularly right over about the Grigla area right now. Some moderate to heavy showers in Fargo. As you can see from our shot at Luther Family Ford, beautiful conditions, and those will last through around the 9 o'clock hour. After that, we'll see quiet conditions overnight with temperatures in those comfortably cool 50s. Likewise, decreasing clouds in Grand Forks, decreasing wind in Grand Forks, and temperatures slipping into the 50s. Andrea, I'll have more in your hour-by-hour forecast coming up here in just a few moments.
All right, thanks, Hutch. In our schemes and ripoffs today, watch out for people selling face masks but not delivering. Fargo police say online scammers are preying on people worried about protecting themselves. Before you buy from an unfamiliar web store, check out the company by typing its name in a search engine, followed by terms like review, complaint, or scam, and see what other people say about it. Read the product description carefully. Name brand goods at deep discounts could be fakes. Also, look at the terms of the sale, like price, taxes, shipping and handling, return policy, and delivery dates. And pay by credit card. That gives you protection under federal law, so you don't have to pay for merchandise you ordered but didn't receive. Another popular summertime event in Fargo has fallen victim to the COVID-19 pandemic. RibFest officials today canceled the outdoor festival at the Fargo Dome that was scheduled for June. It would have been their milestone 25th annual event. They say the cancellation is in the best interest of the 50,000 people who attend and put on RibFest. When you do the math, the numbers are painful. A stunning 18% of the U.S. workforce is out of work, and the layoffs keep coming. Another 3.8 million jobless claims were filed last week, and many other people say they aren't even able to file for benefits. NBC's Jolene Kent reports.
This is my first time researching unemployment.
Over the past 6 weeks, more than 30 million Americans have filed for unemployment, with some economists predicting the actual number of people out of work may be far greater.
I have to wait for emails to tell me if I'm approved or denied.
Many who have lost jobs still haven't been able to complete unemployment applications because of outdated state computer systems crippled by the overwhelming demand.
They haven't helped me at all. It's been an absolute disaster.
Dave Kramer is one of about 150,000 Floridians whose job depends on the cruise industry. He says he filed for unemployment on March 28th. This week, his application was denied. In Florida, more than 266,000 claims filed since March 15th have been rejected. That's nearly 40%. But the state has not explained why this is happening, only telling workers to apply again.
You see all these news conferences, how they're going to help us, how they're going to be here for small business. But the only thing I've been seeing is big business being helped out.
In Glendale, California, the iconic Alex Theater has been closed since March 19th. All of its events canceled through July.
We're working essentially as volunteers to keep the balls in the air.
They've attempted to get a Paycheck Protection Program loan several times, but nothing has come through yet.
Do you need that PPP money to survive?
We certainly do. We'd love to bring our staff back. We have a lot of work that can be done, but it takes people. It takes their skills, it takes their talents, and of course their time, and they need to be paid for that.
And with rent due on this first day of the month, thousands are planning a national rent strike today.
I lost my job due to COVID-19. I was not able to pay my rent in April. I feel very stressed, worried, and at times scared.
Tenants are calling on governors to cancel rent and mortgage payments altogether. A third of renters were not able to pay on time last month. The pain of this economic emergency showing no signs of easing.
Also today, an informal alliance of workers at some of the nation's biggest retailers, including Amazon and Target, planned a one-day walkout calling for greater workplace protections. The companies have responded by saying the protesters are a small minority and point to a wide range of safety protocols they have put in place. Someone in North Dakota is now quite a bit richer, where a $1 million Powerball ticket was purchased. Still ahead tonight.
And that's good news. And in weather, we have more good news. A lot of 70s today, peaking in the south. Gorgeous, cloudy skies to start the day with a beautiful sunrise. More sun in the afternoon. Your forecast is right after this.